Howdy y'all, it's Angela. So the president has COVID. Yeah, well, I think it's actually still part of God's plan. I think this is actually going to work out in his favor, and it's going to show everybody that he was in fact correct about the impact of COVID, or that it was getting better. You know, I'm not going to talk about the early parts of it because it was awful and we didn't know what we were dealing with, but over time, and he's pounded it, he said it every day, as, you know, whenever anybody asked, we are on positive trends in every direction, from therapeutics to to more testing to lower death rates. So everything is on a great trend, and then Donald Trump gets it, and that's okay. That's okay. Yes, it was concerning. I don't know. I was reading articles, how people were responding, and everybody sort of paused. Some people were saying they paused. Some people were saying ha ha ha, as we know, which is gross, but typical. Some people were getting very emotional, and flashbacks to the Kennedy assassination. I wasn't alive then, so I didn't really have that sort of thing. But it was like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I took a little okay, but it's Trump, and he's also got the best hospital care in the world, the medical care. I don't care. There's nobody on this planet who's going to get better medical treatment than Donald Trump right now. Okay, so let's talk about leadership, controlling the narrative, and doing the hard thing. Donald Trump is a leader. Donald Trump is more than a leader, though. He is a once-in-a-generation commander. He is... Jimmy Carter, I guess, was a leader. I mean, he got elected to president, but was he a commander? Did anybody fear Jimmy Carter? Reagan was a commander. We all thought, and I love Reagan, we didn't understand that it could even get so much better, or how much better it could get, until we got Donald Trump. Okay, guys, here's the thing. Being a leader is hard. Being a leader is making the very difficult decisions. Being a leader is having a titanium spine and alloy metal testicles. Donald Trump is not just a once-in-a-generation commander, he is a once-in-a-generation human being. We all know it, and they fucking hate him for it. So, I'm probably going to get demonetized for that. Damn it. Well, did it again. Anyways, but part of the thing that makes him a leader is he doesn't back down. Even if his facts are, it doesn't matter. He's not going to back down. You can't backtrack, because then you look weak. In the middle of when they're coming at you, you don't go, oh, well, no. Oh, you're right, you caught me. No, you just keep pounding home. You have to stay on point, because then they own you. That's a distraction. That's what was starting to happen with the COVID, okay? They were putting out pictures. Tim Pool's doing videos of how all the press is going ballistic about the photos are doctored. They're analyzing the white versus the black contrast in the lighting, and when they're uploading to file their pictures, they're saying it's conspiracy. It's just ridiculous. So these videos, these pictures, they weren't doing the job. The left had control of the narrative, which is the media. The media had control of the narrative. So they were putting stuff out. Oh my God, he's on oxygen for like a minute. Oh my God, his fever spiked. He did this, he did that. And one of the reporters I was watching the gaggle with the doctors, and well, why was he admitted? Because he's the president of the United States. Why is he here at Walter Reed? Because he is the president of the United States and he has COVID. This is anyway. So yeah. They were controlling the narrative. They were spinning. They were analyzing. They were being ridiculous. I mean, just beyond mental retardation. And I don't mean that as people who are, born with some sort of affliction. I'm talking, these people are mentally retarded because they cannot think beyond whatever. There is no rationale. There's just, oh yeah, that makes sense. They're pinging all over the place. And it doesn't matter if the stories make sense, because they'll just keep feeding into each other. It's how telephone and, anyways. So what Donald Trump did, because Donald Trump, I think we will all agree, knows how to control imaging. Donald Trump knows messaging. He works cameras. He is just a visual marketing PR genius. He simply is. Like I've said, I think everything about that man's life was God setting him up to be our president. Because this was not, America needed to be saved. And there was not anybody who could do it. I think everything he's gone through in his life has set him up for this. That being said, going back to the COVID and making the hard decisions and the rumor mill, the president had to take control because the president is always supposed to be in command. He is the commander-in-chief. And President Trump does not like to be played for a bitch by the media. So, and they were also saying real quick that he's not tweeting. Oh my God, that must mean he's sick. An actual doctor. His diagnosis was that the president is much worse off than they're saying because he wasn't tweeting. I don't even know the guy's name. Wasn't worth remembering. Dear Lord. Anyway, going outside on that COVID, on that SUV to do the up and down and the cheering and the guy at the end of the video, I would die for that man. He had to do that because Donald Trump had to let everybody know he is in command. He is in charge. They don't control the narrative. He will be home. He wasn't going to be combative. And it served a double purpose. He let the world know what was going on, and he let the people know that he's there. He gave them comfort. Because this is a freaking crazy, 2020 bingo disaster card year. My God. Somebody, please fix the Matrix, please. This is a fucked up year. So, he went out and he showed them who was in control and that Donald Trump ain't hiding from a virus in his basement like Joe Biden. Viruses hide from Donald Trump. So, anyways, that's what that was, guys. And you may not like it because it endangered the Secret Service, but you have to remember the Secret Service, their entire purpose, they got into that role to protect the president. This is not an assignment that they had to take. They have the choice. So they were assigned to protect the president. And protecting the president and laying their life on the line for the president. They didn't say, okay, I'll only lay my life on the line for the president if he's going to be shot. No, it's blanket. Their purpose in their job is to lay their life on the line for the president. And I'm sorry to say that may sound harsh, but they are aware of it. That's why America, we need to have a talk about a few things. We're not very strategic, especially on the right. They know what they were doing. They know their role in the whole game. Chess is not just about war. Chess is politics. And sorry to say, in the simplest terms, those guys are pawns. We're all protecting the king. So, and where's another example of this that people don't like? And I don't think people really understood because nobody ever said it this way, but personally, I think that walk over to the church to clear the protesters out, that was also to let them know who was in charge because DC police weren't going to do it. The president came out. The president is in command. He wasn't going to be bullied around by a bunch of people on the street because the DC cops and the mayor wouldn't do their jobs. President of the United States is in command. You're going to get the hell out of the way and you want to try and stop him. That's what a leader does. That is Trump very, very subtly hurting lefty feelings. No, that is Trump flexing his leadership, and that was just a broad display. Yes, it was, and we shouldn't be ashamed of it. Shouldn't have a problem with it at all. It's the art of politics. It's the art of the visual. It's the art of being fucking alpha. Donald Trump is alpha. I mean, Dan. But you could be like the silverback. He is going to be the King Kong silverback to Dan. Donald Trump is like the #1 world alpha male. So that's what all of this was, guys. You have to understand the optics. Nobody's going to play them better than Trump. Nobody. I can just sort of, quarterback and see, and watch what he's doing and know what a leader would do, know what somebody who needs to maintain control in a very hostile environment needs to do. Think about this. If we had Obama, our city would be, our country would be gone. We would have no police anywhere. Him and his freaking mom jeans? Not Donald Trump. Donald Trump, I'm in control. We're not going to capitulate to the whining children who are going to throw fits and burn cities when they don't get what they want. Based on misinformation, based on conspiracies, conspiracy in the actual literal sense, not in the theory of, these people running around loose loosely organized units, basically sleeper or cells all across our country, have been brought in here. They have Antifa is using black bloc style tactics that we saw back with ISIS being formed. These are guerrilla tactics, guys. We are in a civil war. And when you're in a civil war, you don't need your leader looking weak, because that's when your enemy strikes. Donald Trump knows that. Anyways, we have to be more strategic, guys, because Americans, we're very feely. We are, even on the right, we're very feely. We're very reactional. And we need to stop doing that, because you know who's not reactional or reactionary? China. China thinks very long. China has been around for a very long time. This is why China doesn't really give a shit about global warming and all that stuff, because they have thousands of years worth of data on weather. Think about this. They would have the emperor. They would record the weather every day in the emperor's court. They would know exactly what the weather was and where the changes were, and they would have reports from all around the country. China has thousands of years of documented weather, so they are not looking at weather events going, "Oh my God, it's because we just polluted this river so badly that no fish can live in it," and they do that. They don't care, because it's a long game for them. They think long term. They don't get emotional. It's kind of why they could slowly, after Nixon and Kissinger brought them over into our universe and started shipping our manufacturing over there. It was jobs. And they were going to buy into the capitalist notion, and they were going to join the West, and we were all going to be happy-go-lucky. Yeah, they bought into the capitalist notion, but they left it in the government, and now we see what's happening. So they had to expand. So they built. We're going to talk one day about the Belts and Roads. Belts and Roads initiatives from China. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of this, but I think it is exactly the reason that the WHO lied for China. China owns the world, and nobody's been paying attention but Mr. Trump. You know who's paying attention to Mr. Trump? The world. He had to take that ride. He had to walk out and clear the crowd from the protesters from that church. He has to show strength non-stop, more so than any other president ever, because they're coming for him, because he is their foil. He's going to take them down. And you think it's going to be easy? No. It's frustrating. I watch the Bill Barr stuff and the John Durham stuff and all the lawyer stuff. I watch everything that goes on with the DOJ and Sidney Powell, and I watch it, and it's so frustrating. But we will get there. No battle worth winning is going to be easy. Look how long the Revolutionary War lasted. Anyways, guys, have some faith. We're not done. We've still got our Trump. And I think maybe God may have given him Corona a month away for a reason. Anyways, I'm on Rumble. I am on YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe. Hit the little Rumble button thingy on Rumble. Thumbs up on YouTube. I am Angela. Please talk to your kids about politics before someone else does. We've really let our country down. We let our kids down. The Biden generation let us down. All right. Thanks, guys. I'm Angela. Oh!